Hey guys, this is Ashley White, the owner of the Polka Dot Alley, and I'm so excited to introduce you to the Alley podcast. All right, guys. Next up, we are sitting here with Alexa. She is our content assistant, and we love her. She is a sweet little shy thing, so we are excited that she was willing to come on and do this with us. Hello, Alexa.
Hello.
Okay, so first, tell us, how long have you been at PDA? How'd you find PDA? What's your story, morning glory? You can tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, so I've been with PDA for almost a year now because I started in August of 2023. And I found PDA. I was just I was working as a daycare teacher prior to this job, and I was just looking for
You're like,
something.
baby's clothes, baby's clothes.
Exactly. I wanted something new, so I was like, why not? The job description seemed really fun and it was something new for me, so I was like, let's do it. And I found PDA to
I'm glad you
apply.
did.
Yes, and I love it. So,
Okay, cool.
yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go through. I'm going to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
Don't think too hard about it. Just pop out whatever comes to mind first. Favorite color?
Pink.
Favorite food?
Anything Mexican food. Like I love Mexican
Favorite
food.
Mexican restaurant?
Ooh, uh, that's hard. Mexican in.
Oh, but do you like the Fritos better than chips?
Yes.
See, that's the thing that weirds me out. Mexican and I don't know where if those are in all locations, but in Texas we have Mexican in. Instead of getting chips and salsa, you get Fritos and salsa, which is so
Super.
bizarre to me.
It's good. I
Yeah,
like it.
my sister likes it too. Okay, favorite drink.
Sprite.
Okay, what's your favorite between Starbucks or Sonic? You're driving to go pick up a drink. It's Tuesday. It's middle of the day. Which one are you going to?
Starbucks.
What are you ordering?
Um, just a vanilla latte with like, yeah, that's really it.
With gold foam, like Katie?
Yeah. Basically.
Okay, favorite concert, either that you've been to or that you wish you could go to?
Um,
Like dream concert or favorite concert?
I mean, out of all of the concerts I've been to, I went to a Maverick City music concert
What's
and
that?
it's Christian music.
It's called what? Maverick
Maverick
City?
City music. It's like worship. It
Is
was
it like Hillsong or something?
yeah,
Like,
but like a
okay,
little bit more, I don't know. It was basically like Hillsong, but it
okay,
was really fun. So,
all
yeah.
right. Dream car.
A Mercedes G-Wagon.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, what color would it be?
Black, like all black everything.
See, that's so funny because whenever I first met James, his whole family had black cars. He
Really.
had a black truck, his brother had a black truck, his dad had his mom. They all four had black cars. And so I had always been a white car girl. And so then I end up with him. Well, I got a hand me down. His mom got a new Tahoe. And so then I got her Tahoe and it was black. And then it turned into like my next two cars were all black cars. And then it was like once we were married long enough, I decided that it was acceptable for me to go rogue and go against the grain. And
Yes.
so I went white and I'm like, I'm never going back. And so now just basically to be against him, I go white because he still only will drive black
Only
vehicles.
black.
It's so funny. Okay. Favorite movie?
Um, I'm gonna say The Princess and the Frog. I know it's kind of
With
childish.
Tiana?
Yes.
That's okay. Hey,
Favorite.
I love Disney movies. Like I love
Yes. I love,
Aladdin.
yes, love
Aladdin and
Disney.
Little Mermaid are probably two of
So
my
cute.
favorite movies.
Yes.
Oh, Moana. Don't even get me
Oh yeah.
started. Moana
That's a
is
good
definitely
one.
one of the
Yeah.
best. Maui. Come on. Okay. Your favorite perfume?
Gucci Guilty.
I don't know if I've smelled that one.
Smells really good.
Do you like to read?
Yes, I love to read.
Who's your favorite author or what's your favorite genre of book?
Um, I love like rom-coms. I read a lot of rom-coms.
Me too.
So, yeah.
Do you like Colleen Hoover?
I haven't read any of her books, but I've heard so many different things. Like I know some people hate it, some people love it.
They're
So,
crazy. Just do it. Read it.
okay.
The stuff's good. Okay.
Okay.
Road trip or airplane trip?
Road trip.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Snow or sun?
Sun.
Same. Okay,
Yes.
TV series or movie?
Oof.
Like, would you rather watch a movie or would you rather binge a show?
A show.
What show?
Oh, I, listen, it's been a while since I've watched a show,
Oh my gosh,
so
I have to have an active, this is, maybe I'm ADD and we don't know it, but I have to have an active book.
really?
I have to have an active show that I'm watching and an active needlepoint project at all times. Currently, I'm watching Jane the Virgin. I had to have a little break for 2 days to watch Bridgerton. Now I'm back to Jane the Virgin, but I have to have a book and a show at all times. I can't.
Yeah,
I
no.
need to know that there are people waiting at home in my bed, in my life, for me to turn that TV on and go with, okay, but what's your favorite, like, think back sitcom or series or something that was just really good?
Oh, brother.
Oh, brother, we're out there.
I mean, if I had to choose, I would say Euphoria, and I
I've
know
never seen
that's
that. Euphoria? Okay. If you could have dinner with anyone past, present, or future, who would it be? I'm
um
asking some hard questions here.
very
I'm
hard.
about to actually leave PDA and go to CNN.
Oh my gosh. That's really hard. I honestly,
Would it be me?
yeah, why not?
Okay, thanks. Tell us one fun fact about you, something we don't know.
Um, I really love sports. Like I love to,
Hello, I would have guessed.
well, yeah,
You've got an athletic figure.
like volleyball is like my favorite sport of all time.
Are
So
you good at it?
yeah, I would. I don't. I mean,
Here's one thing I
humbly
can
said,
here's one
yes.
thing I can guarantee is that you're better than me at it. So on any level, on any sport, you got me beat. That's one thing. Okay, what's your favorite thing about working here?
The people. I mean, I love coming to work and being able to socialize. I've built good relationships, I feel like, at work, and that's a first for me because I would
Aw.
like never,
You
you
want to know
know.
one thing I want to, this is just random. I'm mentioning it with Alexa's, but one thing that I have felt so proud of lately is seeing, Kim go around on the stories and asking everybody, what do you love about working here? What's your favorite thing? Not only did every single person almost say the people, but so many people also said it's laid back
Yes.
or it's not stressful or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that because let me tell you, that's not always been the case. We have had years where it was just high stress or we had certain people that maybe didn't blend well with other people. And so it just wasn't always the best environment. And it's like, I truly do feel like right now we are so solid. We have
Mm-hmm.
such a good team, such good positivity, morale. Oh, it's really good right now.
Yes.
So I'm glad you agree. Okay, what's your favorite PDA item?
Oof. Um, I would have to say the Carter cropped
Carter crop.
jeans.
Those are good.
Yes.
And let me tell you, your booty in those. I came in one day and sadly we were twinning and I hadn't prepped for it. And I was like, well, way to make me look bad in my jeans. Okay. Last thing that I'm going to ask is for you to tell me, because you're a youngin'.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just a sprightly young thing. What is your kind of goal for yourself? Not necessarily that it has to be professionally or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but what are you? I feel like us old people get a little inspired by the younger generation. And it's like, what is something that you are looking forward to in life or something that you are hopeful for or something like that?
Um, I would say right now is just like school and like finishing out college because it gets really hard sometimes and like I just want to strive to just do really well
For
in that
yourself?
area.
Like,
Right,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, just going to school and getting good grades and because I want to be a nurse and sometimes it can be discouraging with like the just taking the simple classes. Those are really hard to achieve sometimes. So I just want to go in and just like accomplish those little things so that way I can kind of get to the main goal, which is just becoming a nurse and
You'll be a good
completing
nurse.
college and
My mom
stuff.
went to
So
school, nursing school, and did not finish it, but she said it was very hard.
yeah,
But she ended up moving on to advertising or something. But
yeah,
yeah, she was like, it was no joke.
yeah.
But you'll be a good nurse. You
Thank
should do
you.
babies or something.
I want to do aesthetics, which is like the lip fillers, the
Okay,
Botox.
I'll
Yeah.
come and see you for a little
Yes.
bit of Botox. Okay, thanks, Alexa.
Thank you.
All right, guys, this one I'm very excited about. We are here with Phil today. Hello, Phil.
Hello, Ashley.
Okay, so guys, for anyone who does not know, it's so funny. It's like you've now been here probably, well, maybe not as long as Trevor was with me, but
Oh, he's what, 3 years, I think.
yeah, Trevor was over 3 years, I think. But I still refer to him as Trevor's dad just because Trevor was first. So, and Tiffany's husband, because she was
Hmm.
actually first.
Hmm.
So it is a family
I'll
affair with
take
the
it.
Avengers
I'll
for
accept that.
sure. So funny story that his wife, Tiffany, was my best friend in junior high. Now we call it middle school, I guess. But, when we were youngins, it was junior high. So throughout later years of elementary and junior high, his wife, Tiffany, and I were definite BFFs, sleepovers every weekend. And so, as you do, we had stayed close on Facebook and I knew about their son, Trevor, and they had always been a Texas Tech family, tried and true. Tiffany's mom and everything, brothers, everything was Texas Tech. So when I ended up going to Tech and living in Lubbock, and then she would post about their son, she would say he's going to go to Tech, and she would always post stuff about Trevor showing something he built, something he cooked, something he made. And I was like, send him to me if he ends up going to tech. I'll find something for him to do. So when their son came to Lubbock, I said, I'll give him a job. And I still remember her coming by the store on 50th Street with him when they went to go visit the school. And she introduced me, which I had met him as a baby and held him in y'all's apartment. But I was like, yes, he's hired. I'll find something for him to do. So he worked for us in Lubbock the entire time that we were there, which was awesome. And then Phil actually came, as a lot of the people working here did, not planning to stay, to help us out whenever we first got here. And we were trying to find employees. And that's one thing I'm so thankful for, is that we do have so many people that came in willing to just pitch in and help us out and kind of temporarily fill in. And then they all loved us and stayed. So
Still here.
that's what happened with
Can't get
Phil.
rid of me yet.
Nope, we never let him leave, and he turned into full time, and now he's been with us since. So, and it's funny, I'm going to have to change up some of my questions, but not really. I guess if I ask you what your favorite PDA item is, you're just a little more limited. So it's actually probably easier, but it'd be Burlebo something, because that's really all we have.
Well, actually, it's the Buddha bangles because Tiff likes them a lot. And
The voodoo bangles.
yeah, so it's kind of easy. It's an easy gift, you know.
Easy.
It's an easy
Get her a new
gift, and,
color for
and for some of her friends, it's an easy thank you present, and you know.
Yeah, you get a discount on the Buddha. You can't
Yeah.
go wrong with that. Okay, so how long have you been with us? That I just explained how you found us, obviously. and
Yeah,
how
I
we
think
found
we're
you.
almost about to hit 2 years. I guess
I feel
then.
like it's been longer than that even.
No, yeah.
Of course, we've only been here not even 3 years. It'll
Yeah.
be 3 years at the end of the summer. So
Yeah.
you came not long after then, because we started in August or September of 21. So it'll be
Yeah.
3 years in the fall. Gosh, I can't believe I've already been here that long. Okay, I'm going to go through and ask you some hard-hitting questions
All
about
right.
like favorite color and things of that nature. Just don't think too hard about it and just give me a quick answer. So, favorite color?
Black.
Same with Jocelyn and Stevie. Okay, favorite food?
Pizza. Can't go wrong with that.
What do you
It's
get?
been
What do you get on your pizza?
I have to get the easy stuff for the whole family. They like cheese and pepperonis, and that's about it. But I like everything on it.
That
But
is easy. Have you ever had the Domino's Philly cheesesteak pizza?
no,
It's so good.
that's a little too extreme and crazy for me. But yeah, I'll try. I'll always try it though.
The Domino's Philly cheesesteak, it has green peppers and onions and the kind of cheese they put on it. It is so good. I'm just telling you.
Probably
Try it.
problem.
I'm going to order it here for y'all for lunch because it's really good and you need to try it. Okay.
And I will
Favorite drink?
drink
Beverage, cocktail, whatever.
if it's a beverage cocktail, I have a Corona Light. How about that?
Corona Light. Okay.
Yes.
Starbucks or Sonic?
Sonic. I don't go to Starbucks.
Really? Thank you. We're the only ones.
Really?
Yes. What are you getting at Sonic?
Usually their breakfast burrito and a large Diet Dr. Pepper. And that's the only reason why I go there is because I don't know why their Dr. Peppers are just better.
I think they put something extra in all the drinks or something because they make them very good to where everybody
It's
wants
the
to come back.
styrofoam cup. I think it is.
It-
Yeah.
Okay, somebody just recently posted in some group I'm in on Facebook, and it was a plastic cup from Sonic, and everybody was commenting on it saying Texas better not go to the plastic.
really?
And apparently in multiple states, Sonic has stopped doing styrofoam, and I'm like, I 100% just won't go there anymore.
Yeah. Tiff used to make me go pick her up McDonald's teas in the morning, and they went from styrofoam to plastic. I don't go to McDonald's
Okay,
anymore. So
but we can't lie that McDonald's does make also the best soft drinks. Their Dr. Pepper is like extra sugary,
They-
and Taco Bell.
they pack it specially.
They do
pack
something.
it- They do something to it. It's
They
like it's all about the
definitely do.
packing, and the
Yeah.
Diet Coke's apparently the best. It's got to be.
The McDonald's Dr. Pepper is
Yeah.
really good. Okay, so favorite concert, dream concert to go to, or favorite concert you've been to? And I know you like concerts.
I've been to a lot of
Yeah, your
concerts.
concert.
And my favorite concert was probably one you wish you went to. It
Metallica.
was my second Metallica show in 1991. Yeah. And, actually two of my teachers were with me. They wanted me to get tickets for them. And
Were they
so,
music teachers?
no, one was a shop teacher and one was a vocational
That's
ed
funny.
teacher.
Yeah, no, I'll skip that concert, brother. But hey, you've also been on the other end of the spectrum to Pentatonics concerts.
I have. I did that, and I took one for the team with that. But I had a good time with that. I guess they opened for Kelly Clarkson, so I was there for that one. And Trevor took me to a
She's a
Gaga.
really good voice.
Oh, she does. Yeah,
She's incredibly talented. Like she's a great singer.
I did not want to go to that show. I mean, I wanted to go and check it out, but yeah.
Yeah, her voice is so good. I saw a thing where her and Pink sang something together, and they both have crazy good voices.
I love me some Pink too.
Have you been to her concert?
No.
She like
not yet.
flies across I haven't either, but
Yeah, if Trevor was still living here in high school, he would have made me take.
yeah, because
So-
that's how you ended up having to go to Pentatonics. Was 'cause of
And
her.
Gaga. But
She was good.
She was great. Yeah, but you didn't have to twist my arm to go see Lady Gaga.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
awesome.
and she's very talented as
Uh-huh.
well. Yeah, I love Pentatonix concerts. Okay, dream car.
Dream car. Let's go 69 Camaro. It's because I've always wanted one. I'm sure there's better ones now, but as a kid, I've just always wanted
So it's so funny because me being a girl too, I don't pay attention as much to that. But the other day, there's a guy in our neighborhood who collects the old cars or whatever. And I called James and I didn't know what the car was called. And it was a Camaro. It was probably one of those years. And it was red and it had a white stripe going all the way down the top. And I said, that was cool looking. Like it really did just look cool.
Yes.
Okay, favorite movie.
Favorite movie of all time is Pulp Fiction.
I haven't seen it in forever, but I have seen it before. I don't like her weird short haircut that she had in that.
That's great.
Yeah. Did you ever see, you know what always makes me think of Pulp Fiction that's also just kind of a weird movie is Clockwork Orange.
Yes.
Aren't they both kind of just
It's
weird?
great. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick and Quentin Tarantino, they both
Yeah, they're both
they
like,
got that mind,
yeah. See? Okay, so I know something here. Okay. Okay. This is a funny one because I've asked everybody else favorite perfume. Obviously, you're gonna have cologne. What's your favorite cologne? But also, do you like Tiffin perfume? Do you have a favorite choice on that?
Well, unfortunately, Tiff and I can't wear perfume and cologne anymore because of our youngest son's allergies.
Oh, so you don't wear it at all?
No, if anything I put on, I have the hand sanitizer from Bath Body Works. It smells good. We go out sometimes, she'll put it on when we know we're not going to be with them, but then it sticks
It'll
around.
bother him too much.
It'll bother
if
him
you're
too much.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, beach or mountains?
Beach.
Is that a hard one to think of?
Yeah, it was.
You like both?
I like mountains more peaceful. Beach is too much work. Whoever said taking children to a beach
See,
is
I'm not-
relaxing, that's just not
Mountains, you have
relaxing
like
at
to
all.
get jackets. You have to
Yeah,
get boots.
exactly. Well,
That's harder to me.
yeah.
Beach, toss on a swimsuit.
Sand all over
Sunscreen,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I like the beach. I love the beach. It's not as relaxing as
I feel like I
people
know what your answer is going to be on this one. Road trip or airplane?
think. Road trip.
I knew it. You're such a road
Yes,
trip
I
guy.
love it. I grew up road tripping with my
You're Chevy
parents.
Chase.
Yeah, we did the Griswold adventure as a kid. We drove from California all the way to New York, and we had to fly overseas.
See, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be an easy, fun road trip husband, probably. Like you're very like, yeah. Like I feel like you're like go with the flow.
Yeah, but my passengers usually they get restless, and I get the how much longer, and it's
And then you're not as go with the flow anymore.
yeah.
Okay, TV series or movie? Like, do you like binging TV shows or?
Yeah, I'm really watching a lot of sports right now, but
What's your favorite sport thing to watch? Like
baseball right now,
'cause
football,
the Mavs. I mean the
Mavs.
the Rangers.
The Rangers. Well, that's just
Listen,
been always my thing.
No, but just the last week we were at a friend's house talking about how they're all right now inside. It's like the Stars are, and then the Rangers.
Yeah,
and
it's a great time for DFW.
for
right
Dallas.
now,
Yes, for
unless you're a Cowboys fan.
which I know you love the Rangers.
Yes,
Yes, you like
yes.
to go to the games.
Love them since I was a kid.
Okay, so if you had to pick and you could only watch one sport for the rest of your life, whether it's football, hockey, baseball, basketball, what would you pick?
By far, baseball.
Over football and everything else?
Yes.
Okay. And it's because of Rangers or just in general the sport?
Just the sport.
Which Mason plays baseball.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just absolutely addicted to it.
He is. See,
Yeah.
and I wish mine would be because I love it.
Uh-huh.
Like I love going to the games. It's fun. I get James is like, why do you want the boys to play? Because I get so on edge.
Mhm.
We're sitting there watching and I'm like, oh, like I get anxiety because especially when they're little, it's like, you're like, no,
Yeah.
run the other way.
So with Trevor, I tried so hard pushing it. I think I tried living vicariously through him with baseball, and I think I kind of killed it for him. And with the
No.
next one, I didn't really hardly push it on him at all. And Mason is just
Just are, they aren't though. You know what I mean? I think they are, they aren't because Harrison loves it and he wants to do it really bad. But then whenever it comes time to doing it, he doesn't want to put in all the effort to get to do it and get
Sure.
better. He wants to say that he plays. He
Mhm.
wants everybody to know. He
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
he wants to wear the drip as he calls it. But
Yes.
then when we're like, okay, but you got to get out there and you've got to come home from school and not go on your iPad
Yeah.
and you have to go and practice and do that. He's not as into it. And then it's unfortunate because Hayes, being the younger brother, just does what Harrison does. So it's like he wants to do it. And I feel like he does have a little bit of a knack for it. But we have to get him to be like, okay, you need to go out. Because it's something you have to practice at. These kids are coming in hot. I mean, they are already like travel team good at 7. And
Yes.
going, okay, we're already behind basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah. So I don't think you ruined it. I think it's just there are kids that like it and kids that don't like it,
I'm not saying Trevor didn't like it. He just didn't sleep and
Sleep, eat, and breathe. The way
Yeah,
Mason. That's
that's what.
fun that he has a passion and something he loves
Yeah.
to do. So that's cool. Okay, if you had dinner with anyone, past, present, future, who would it be?
Oh my, I forgot about that question.
This is a hard one for everybody.
Present or future? Hmm. Uh, Probably the band Rush.
What do they? Oh, wait, is that or no? Am I thinking of somebody else? The voices carry. Who sings that?
It's till Tuesday.
Hush, hush,
Mhm.
keep it down,
Yeah.
down.
I
I don't
just think
know
they're
why I thought of that
yeah.
song. What does Rush sing?
Tom Sawyer, Limelight. They're kind of 70s, 80s rock band. They had the
Hmm.
greatest drummer of all time on there, Neil Peart. But I just think they're just most genius musical band out there ever.
So you would just sit there and
I'm sorry?
talk shop with them?
Who?
I said you would just sit there and talk shop
Oh
with them.
yeah, sure.
All right. So what Phil does at PDA, for anyone who does not know, is he manages the intake department. So the 5 bajillion pallets and boxes of things that come in, and he sits there and thinks, "Oh my gosh, Ashley, please stop ordering so much inventory." And especially when now our Buckley orders are coming in, and there are 5 million boxes per shipment. It's so fun, isn't it? Though
We're down to 3 million now, so
it's
we're getting we're
it's always something different. Hey, your new intake department is like
it's
museum
it's
quality.
Caden,
Okay.
it's great. It's greatness. I don't have to sit there and hunt for places to work or anything, and
No.
I'm just
Our
sitting
old
right
building, we
here.
were so out of room that they would have
Hmm.
stuff come in, and it was like there's literally not another crevice left in this building to shove this item. And now it's nice because we've got extra room.
Yes, it's amazing.
Hopefully it stays that way. Okay, anything else you want to tell us or share with us, Phil?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Well, thanks for having me.
All
We'll
right.
see y'all later.
Sounds good. All right, guys, we are laughing already and we haven't even begun. As you can see, I've got the beautiful blue-eyed Stevie sitting here with me. She's never been happier about anything in her life than actually getting to be on this podcast. She woke up this morning and was just like, this is going to be the day. So,
Ecstatic.
and it's so funny because everybody has been so nervous to come up. And I'm like, Stevie, you do live. She goes, yeah, but I'm talking about the clothes, not about myself.
Yeah.
So
It's very different.
that's the hard part when you have to talk about yourself. Okay, so for anyone who does not know, this is Stevie. She is the operations manager who runs all things PDA so that I don't have to. So tell us, how long have you been with PDA? What do you do for PDA? All of that fun stuff.
I do everything. I have been here just over 4.5 years exactly, and I run all of the day-to-day operations of the warehouse.
Yeah, because 4 years is like it's like holiday time. I always remember.
Yeah, I started December 16th of 2019.
Yeah, I always remember that it's around the holidays, and then it helps me to remember too that it was when we were about to leave the first store
Yeah,
location.
we
So
were
I
already packing everything up, and you asked me if I wanted to start after y'all moved or if I was ready to go. I'm like, no, let's go.
Yeah, I remember because we were packing, and I remember I had to kind of have that makeshift meeting with you in that little room.
Mhm.
And if anybody remembers on the 50th Street location in our Lubbock storefront, the first storefront, right across from the register, there was this kind of random little room that I want to say we had painted turquoise or something. I think it had a
I don't
turquoise wall.
remember what it looked
And I
like.
do remember, and that's the same room, coincidentally, that I found out Chrissy had breast cancer. Isn't that weird how you can have certain memories from certain places and
Places.
time? And it's like, I remember meeting with you in that room. I remember her calling me and me sitting on the floor packing stuff up in that room. It was about that same time, actually. I was just telling Alicia in my interview, or in my episode with Alicia, that it's funny how wrong I am on hiring because I wasn't going to hire her. I wasn't going to hire you, and I wasn't going to hire Kim. And look at all three of you. So
We're the best.
goes to show that's why I'm not in HR. That's why I've got Stevie now.
I hire some great people.
Yeah, that's why I have Stevie doing all the hiring because she's definitely a better judge than I am. Because if it's up to me, I'm only hiring people that are just like me and that are going
Super
to.
outgoing.
Right. And then guess what? Right now, we have probably the most like introverted, and it is the best lineup we've ever had. We do have a couple extroverts tossed in there.
And I like that.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's the perfect mix right now. And I was saying a minute ago, so this is kudos to you that with Alexa, I think I was doing hers and we were talking and she said the people was her favorite thing. And I
Yeah.
said, I love how when Kim did the stories recently and she went around and asked people what their favorite thing was, it was either A, the people, and or B, that it's laid back, that it's
Mhm.
relaxed. And I was like, as you can attest to, over the years, it's not always been that way, and I think it won't be again. I mean, there's going to be ebbs and flows in a workplace where whether it's the people or whether it's what's going on at that moment in the business, whether we've got a lot of growth or we were moving. I mean, it's not always been based on a person. I'm just saying there are different periods where it's more stressful than others. There are different periods where there might be some people in there that are causing some trouble, and then there aren't others. Right now, I feel like we are at the most just solid
Mm-hmm.
thing that we've ever been at. Everybody, to my knowledge, gets along. Everybody is happy being here. Everybody's helpful with each other.
Mhm.
It's just very chill and a good environment.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. So good job. Good job. Okay. So one fun fact about working at PDA, or what's your favorite thing about working at PDA, or besides me?
I love that it's different every single day. Like, I am never doing the same thing. And that's why when people ask me what I do, it's like so hard to say because I do something different every single day. And that is my favorite thing because at past jobs where you're just,
Like monotonous.
yeah, it's this is so much better. And I love that I can be up and around all day, or sometimes I am sitting at my desk all day. It just depends on the day, but it's always different. And Ashley throws stuff at you and you have to pivot, and I enjoy just it being
Sometimes. And then sometimes
different.
he's like, maybe let's not do that
Maybe
again.
let's have a plan sometimes.
She's like, don't ever do that
I
again.
am a planner, but
And I am not.
I've gotten used to it, and I don't know. I enjoyed that part of it.
Basically, if you could go find me two completely opposite human beings and put them in a room together.
Yeah.
Right here. She is so organized. So it's hilarious having our offices next to each other. Actually, currently mine has nothing
Well-
in it because I've been setting up everybody else's. But once I do, just prepare because she is so clean and organized that everything has its location and its place. And I'm total hot mess. And if she had it her way, we would have the entire year planned out for like what we're selling, what we're doing, what we're ordering.
Yes.
And I am totally fly by the seat of my pants. So it's so funny because we do everything so differently. But that's what works, I think. So if I had another me, that wouldn't do anything for me. I need,
That'd be a terrible idea.
yeah, I need somebody who's not a me so that I can be a me. And that's what's nice. Okay. So let's dive in. Don't think too hard. Just give me a quick answer. Favorite
Okay.
color,
Black
favorite food.
Mexican food.
What's your favorite Mexican restaurant?
I don't care.
You know mine.
Yeah, but I like
You'll go to any of them?
all of them. Like all of them.
It's funny too, because El Phoenix is my favorite, but sometimes I need a little Uncle Julio's or maybe an Abuelo's. I feel like I got to mix it up.
And
But
I do go to different places, like based on the chips and salsa. Like if I'm wanting
or the
a
queso.
thinner chip, I'm going to Abuelo's. I really like their chip.
Same.
Or just it just depends.
Abuelos and El Phoenix have the best chips. You know, in these conversations, this makes me wonder, people, those of you that live in other states, is like, do they go to Mexican food as much as we do? Or is that more of
I
a
have no
Texas
idea.
thing?
I don't know.
Like if you're in Michigan, is that even an option? Do they have that there? I don't even know. Like in Texas, that's
Everywhere.
like American. I mean,
It's
that's
like
what we
everything.
eat.
Yeah.
Like that's every meal. It's like Mexican all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if it's like that everywhere. Okay, I already know so many of your answers because hello, I know you. But
Okay.
Starbucks or Sonic?
Both.
I know what you're getting to. Okay, so what are you getting at Starbucks? I don't know that one because I can't tell you coffee things.
Cold brew with half and half vanilla and vanilla syrup caramel sauce
Sonic, she's getting Diet Coke,
for sure.
or she's getting, you like ocean water too, don't you?
I
No, that's
hate-
Katie. Katie
I
likes
hate
the ocean
ocean
water.
water.
Yeah, yours is Diet Coke for
Yes.
sure. Okay, so then let's go a step further because I have had to ask her this before. Crumble cookies or nothing bundt cakes?
Crumble.
See, and I'm totally nothing bundt cakes.
I love nothing but cakes, but I'd rather have cookie.
Okay, favorite cocktail beverage drink? Beer, right?
Yeah.
She's not a big drinker anyways.
Michelob Ultra if I get something.
Yeah, like that picture that I still have. It's like my favorite picture of you. Aren't you holding the
From-
beer in that picture from Florida?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was-
was like so stressed.
And it was the funniest picture because what did I can't remember what I said, the caption or something.
The director is done.
Yeah, something like that. That was
Yeah.
the best picture.
That was a long week.
Okay, favorite PDA item of all time.
I don't know. There's so many denim that I like. I love all of the corded pullovers from August Blue, the utility jumpsuit. I mean, I couldn't pick.
No,
There's no way.
same. It's like picking your favorite kid. We have too many
I can't pick.
too many good things. Okay, favorite concert you've been to or dream concert you want to go to?
Definitely can't list one.
That's another thing about us that's so different, y'all. You wouldn't believe the concerts she goes to.
in the past few years, I would say Halsey was one of my favorite. Nickelback. We went to in 2019 the iHeart Music Radio Festival, and we saw a ton of people. Halsey was there also and was awesome. Billie Eilish. Um, I don't know.
Recently,
There's
what was it? I think Slipknot or
we
something.
went to Slipknot, we went to Metallica, we've been to
Metallica.
Ice Nine Kills, we've been to lots of screamer. My husband is a metal freak,
Oh,
so we go to a lot
and
of
I just
those.
I and you get migraines. Like I'm like, how do you not leave there with a migraine?
No,
I saw her, you know how on Facebook it will tell you if somebody like it marked interested in an event or something that's
yeah,
your friend. And so it popped up in my feed like your friend Stevie is interested in this and it was Slipknot. And I just
yeah.
sent her a screenshot. I'm like, absolutely not.
We're
Like,
gonna double date.
yeah, no way. So
I
funny.
even though like even when I go to some of those concerts, okay, I may not be super into them. It's like like I may know a few songs out of the hundreds that they have, but I enjoy going to concerts so much that
You don't care.
I don't care.
That's me
Like,
with
I
movies.
want to go and enjoy listening to the music, even if it isn't my favorite. And I also really enjoy watching other people enjoy music. Is that weird?
No.
Like
I mean, I don't care about watching other
we went
people
to a
enjoy
Yellow
music,
Card
but
concert
it's nice.
last
I've never heard of Yellow Card.
summer with two of my friends and our like one of our only couple friends here. And I know five of their songs, but it's like, okay, it's a warm summer night, like we're just hanging out. Like
Ambiance was good.
I just like it. I just like concerts.
That's always been me with movies. Like if I could get somebody to go to the movie with me, except for if it's a thriller. I can't do a scary movie. Like I will freak out. I will have
I
nightmares. I
like
can't.
scary movies.
Anything but a scary movie. But I'd be like, kids movie, don't care, I'll go. Because I just want to go to the theater and get some popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay, dream car.
Um, I don't really have a dream car. I mean,
What's your favorite car you've had then? My favorite car I
I don't know.
I think was my Toyota Camry.
Right now, I probably won't get a car for a long time, but I would love a new Bronco.
See, I was really into the Broncos
I
too,
love them.
but I've ridden in one and it just felt. But then again, I guess they're supposed to be kind of Jeep-like they're not meant to be a
It's not
luxury
like, yeah,
car. But when you're used to like all the electric, the heated seats and the whatever, and then you get in there and you're
all the
like,
luxury.
yeah,
I
like,
don't have that.
well, no, but I'm saying it's meant to be like, it's meant to be a outdoorsy vehicle
Yeah,
or something. I'm not exactly an
I don't.
outdoorsy
I
kind of lady.
love the look of
I
those.
do too, though. I do. I think they look really cool. We
Yeah.
we actually passed one today leaving field day, and James was like, "Look at that cool Bronco."
I love those.
Okay, favorite movie.
Remember the Titans or The Blind Side?
I love The
Both
Blind Side.
football
Those are my
movies.
football
I
movies.
love both
That's
of them.
funny.
They are my favorite.
What about like what is the movie Rudy? Did you ever like that?
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's the classic football
Like
movie where
old.
he's like he's little and so he's kind of not gonna make it big because he's small and so they don't think he'll be able to play and it's kind of the same
I
vibe.
haven't seen it.
Well, you'll have to watch it if apparently you have a thing for football
I have a
movies.
thing for football movies.
So go watch it. Okay, favorite perfume.
Um, I don't know.
Do you switch it up or do you wear the same? Do you have a
No, I'll
signature
wear
scent?
something else. I really like Prada Candy, Gucci Flora.
That's so fun. You're the third Gucci and they all were different.
Really?
Yeah. Gucci
Yeah.
Bloom, Gucci Flora. What
Oh,
was
I
the other
like
one?
Gucci Bloom.
And then Alexa said Gucci something. So
Yeah,
we got to go to Gucci guys and smell all the
I
smells.
switch it up.
All right. Favorite book or author or another hobby if not reading.
I like to read. I don't really have a favorite. I'll read any I like thrillers, romance. I like Colleen Hoover, Helen Hildebrand.
Did you see the Colleen Hoover's doing the movie with Blake Lively?
Yes,
It's gonna be so good.
I love all of her stuff.
Me
But I
too.
like any romance, mystery, that kind of stuff.
Have you watched the movie that just came out on Prime with Anne Hathaway? It's not Colleen Hoover, but it's The
And
Idea of You.
yes, we
And
just watched that
did
like
you
a
read the
week or
book?
two ago. I don't remember the book, so
I read
I don't think I did.
I read the book like a year ago and it's very different, but it's good. But I love that movie. Okay.
I love Anne Hathaway.
Okay, gosh, am I already at the end? I'm already at the end. Okay, tell us one thing that we don't know about you or one just kind of fun fact.
I have no fun facts.
Stevie.
My parents wanted to name me Annie when I was a baby, but my grandmother was not a fan, so they switched it while they were in the hospital.
and her parents are so cute and so sweet. And y'all, when we first moved here, anyone who's been with us long enough knows that we basically died when we moved here. And so
Took years off my life.
literally took years off both of our lives. I, no joke, was in a swimsuit, sweating, trying to organize things. We were like the only two employees running a very large multi-million dollar operation, and it was very stressful. Also trying to like move into houses and do all these other things and hire people, and it was just at a time when you could not find staff. So it was a nightmare. Her parents literally came and worked here. They are retired. They don't want a job. They don't need a job.
They wanted
And
to help me.
they came just to help because they saw their daughter's life being lessened by the moment. And they were up here literally like every day. And by the way, I'm just saying, you're going to look back on that, and I feel like it's going to be such a cool memory, because one day I walked in her office and took a picture, and she was like, "Don't take a picture of me." But it was the cutest thing you've ever seen. There was like a makeshift table or
We
something.
had like nothing.
We had nothing set up. It was like we had 50 semis bringing stuff. I mean, it was just a nightmare trying to unload and get things set up, and getting your orders out to you took priority over everything. So, I mean, it was like forever before we got offices set up or we did anything. This move has been night and day, but it was so cute because I go and I walk over to her office, and she and her mom and dad are all sitting with their little lunch boxes around each other at this little makeshift table, just having lunch. And I thought, okay, this is not an ideal circumstance. This is probably not their usual, like going and having lunch, but it was so cute that, oh, and also, fun fact, they moved here after she moved here. So her husband's family and her family both moved here with them, which how cool is that? But it was so neat because what other time would you guys have been like day in, day out getting to spend that time
Yeah.
together? And usually when you're together, I would imagine the kids are there and
Right.
Michael's there and it's a whole thing. And it was like she had multiple weeks, months maybe, where she was in intake sweating with her mom and dad, and they
Yeah.
were helping and opening, and it was just really cool to see them. Now, don't worry, yes, we paid them, but it was really
Yes.
cool to see them come in and not only get that time with you, but show the support and help you. So I was very impressed by that. All right. Well, anything else, Stevie?
Got nothing.
Can't wait till you're on the podcast again.
Nope.
All right. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm excited for this one. We've got LaDonna. Hi, LaDonna.
Hi, Ashley.
Okay, LaDonna's so fun. You guys have seen her post in the group before. And let me tell you, I laugh about how at PDA and anywhere that you work, you got everybody different kinds of personalities. You've got people who never will buy anything that we sell. They're here to work. They're here to, they don't care about the fashion. They're not into all of that. Maybe they're also quiet, introverted. Then you've got LaDonna. LaDonna loves the clothes. She loves dressing cute. As soon as we moved into this new building, she was like, "Oh, I'm going to have to start dressing cuter because now we're in this nice new place."
Yes.
Yeah, she loves all of that. She's very outgoing. Yesterday, I loved that as soon as you walked into the entry, I redid our entry finally and gave it an upgrade, and it all looks nice. That's part of moving in. I've been doing different areas at different times. And she immediately sent a message in Slack and was like, "I love the entry." So I love that you're just positive and happy and sweet with everybody. It makes it really fun. Okay, so how long have you been at PDA? And fun story on how we actually found her. My neighborhood has literally somehow or another been the amazing thing that brought me multiple employees. But tell us how we got you.
Well, I have a client that lives in your neighborhood, and she knew that I was looking for something other than I'm a hairstylist. I've been a hairstylist for 39 years, and I only want to counsel women for 3 days instead of all of the week. So she knew I was looking for something on the other days to work to kind of balance it out. So she told me about the information that was on the
Neighborhood page.
page and came for an interview.
Yep, and it worked out perfectly. So that's been over a year at this
Yes,
point.
a year.
Yeah.
I left for a couple of months, but I've still been here a year.
Yep. And same, just like Regina, I feel like, and this is also, I'm just going to pat ourselves on the back a little bit. I'm a testament to PDA. A lot of them who come in planning to only work one day or something end up coming and working more days with us. So that must mean it's not too bad, right? Because
Oh, yes, it's lovely.
they go from one day to like 3 or something. Okay, what's your favorite part about working here?
Well, it fits in my life. It's like the perfect setup for me because I can have my 3 days a week. I know what time I'm getting off. I put my headset on, my earphones on, and just work and don't be bothered and get it done.
And she pulls orders.
Yes, I pull orders and
You were the first one, I think, that came up with the little rolling cart thing, and I thought that
yes.
was so smart. She was walking around pulling her little cart. I always see her, and it looks like she's headed out the door, but that's just how she has a bag. She'll put a bag on. Yeah, it's so cute. You always look like you're like about to head out, but
It's easy.
that's just your gig. Okay, what's your favorite item from PDA? I know you've kept a lot, so
That is too hard.
I know.
Okay, let's see.
what are your top 3 then?
Okay, I like my Buddha bracelets.
What's your go-to color on the Buddha?
I have this is the pink ones with the
Rose
stones in
gold?
it? Yes. No, it has the pink.
Oh, the three queens.
Yes, that's what I have.
Yeah,
I
the
have
3
those.
queens. Those are good.
Uh-huh.
You have any Meredith?
No.
You gotta get some
I
Meredith.
like shiny stuff. All my stuff is shiny. I don't do like the casual stuff. I did something like this because I was going on vacation.
But otherwise, you want
everything
blinging?
is going to be shiny. And
Metallics.
yes.
Okay, she likes
It's
to
hard.
shine.
It's too much. It's way too much to say which ones I like because I like everything that's shiny.
So good. It's all good. Okay, I'm gonna go through and ask questions.
Okay.
Don't even think it through. Just give us a quick answer. What's your favorite color?
Money green.
Money green. I love it. That's what I always say. The color of money. Okay, favorite food.
Okay. I love seafood, but I just decided to go plant-based.
What? Why? What do you mean? Like you're only gonna eat plant things?
Wet plant seeds and fruits. Okay.
Well, you're not eating like meat or fish or
Not right
chicken or
now. Not right now. I'm detoxing. I'm getting all the toxins out of my body, so I decided to go plant-based.
do you have like a plan for a deadline or are you just hoping you'll fall in love with it?
Well, until can I say this? The menopause boobs leave.
Yeah, girl, we'll talk about menopause. I don't care.
When they leave,
What do you mean? Is that supposed to be
it's because I see you can't see
So
what's going
meat-
on up under here.
meat can cause that?
Well, meat can be toxic and it can cause inflammation in your body. So I know that I have a lot of inflammation because I've been eating so bad. So I decided to do a full body detox. And it requires me to cut out sugar, the flour. That's a whole other subject.
I could detox. I've actually did detox Frosted Flakes. Everybody be really proud of me because I was having a serious problem every night having a cup of Frosted Flakes without the milk. I just ate it like it was like candy or something. And I forced myself to stop. And you know what I bought that's actually, believe it or not, really good is caramel rice cakes.
Oh yeah. See, I just love food.
Same. And
Yeah.
I would prefer Frosted Flakes to a rice cake, you know? So,
I'm doing it for a season. It's not like
okay, I was about to say, like, are you never again going to eat any of that?
it's just for a season. We're gonna see. I've been vegan. I've been vegetarian. I've been pescat. You name it, I've done it.
And I've done none of it.
And this plant based is really strict for me.
That's very strict.
So I'm
Like,
just gonna
what
say
do
I'm
you
hurt.
actually eat? Can you have like rice and stuff?
No.
What do you mean? Like,
Plants,
I literally don't know how
See,
people live.
I can have
Is that
fruit.
safe?
plants, nuts and seeds.
Nuts and seeds? Are you getting like protein and all that?
I'm telling you, it has been amazing for me because it's like I have
How
my
long have
energy.
you been doing it? Like 2 days? or-
I've been 7 days. I have done watermelon and avocados.
Stop it. That's it?
Yes. And I feel amazing. I'm telling you, it is like the best thing.
And mentally, you're not craving?
It's like I'm sharper, I'm pulling faster, I can see. Yeah.
New rule. All PDA staff can only have watermelon and
I'm
avocados.
serious. It has been
Interesting. That was a loaded question. I didn't know. Okay, so that said, favorite drink. Are you even allowed to have like soft drinks
Well,
or
right
tea or
now-
alcohol or anything?
pineapple juice.
Because fruit.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is an everyone thing or a me thing, but if I have too much pineapple, it makes my tongue hurt. Does it do that to you? That must be a
It's
me
good
thing.
for
then.
inflammation.
Okay.
It has a lot of help. Now, I'm talking about fresh squeeze.
Listen, I would rather be swollen all day, every day, than live on seeds and nuts. I'm
It's
serious.
because you eat less. You're
I don't
not
even
hungry.
care. Roll me down the hall. Roll me down the hall. Life is short. I'm not going to try to throw you astray, but oh heck no.
It's wonderful.
Okay, so when the season ends, Starbucks or Sonic?
Starbucks.
What's your order there, or what was it? Because they don't have seeds, probably.
I can do green tea, and I love the matcha latte.
All right. Favorite concert you've been to or dream concert you wish you could go to?
I wish I could go see Elton John.
Girl. Do you know that I'm obsessed with Elton John?
Really?
You didn't know that? I talk about it all the time in lives. Rocky, did you know that?
Yeah. He has the best music.
I literally am obsessed. It's weird. I don't know why. It's like I have been since I was a kid for some reason. He is my favorite. When he passes on, I'm going to actually cry. Someone's going to have to come and check on me. I love, love, love. I love his songs. They make me feel the minute it
Yes.
comes on, it's
have
like
life.
home or something. Yes, it's just like, it's just relaxing to me. I've seen him at least 4 times and I will see him any chance. Yes, ma'am. I saw him in Vegas in a big concert, like at a stadium, and then I saw him in Vegas in a small residency kind of a thing, which was incredible at Caesar's Palace. Oh, he's so good. I love him. We could talk all day about my boy Elton John. Okay, dream car. And you've got a fun little hot rod car, so what's your dream car?
Well, my dream
current
car
car?
is that's my little fun car, that Mazda Miata. But my dream car is the Aston Martin Advantage.
Okay, you went full dream car. So whenever I was a kid, my parents, my whole life really, had best friends who sadly have both since passed on, but they're lifelong friends that every other weekend, we would go to their house or they would come to ours. And Tommy, the dad, had a red Mazda Miata. And I mean, I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And they're so tiny, which is perfect for
And
her
it's
because
6
she's
speed.
tiny. And I thought it was the coolest car I had ever seen in my life. So then as soon as I saw you with yours and your little custom plates, I was like, I love it. Okay, favorite movie.
The Notebook.
That is such a good one. Everybody up here's liking sad movies for
It's the
movies.
saddest, that's a love story.
It is so sad,
It's like it's true love.
which is sad.
Yeah, but they die together. They die together.
I guess. It's still sad though. Okay, favorite perfume if you have one. And are you a same perfume all the time girl or a switch it up girl?
Okay. I have work perfume and my favorite.
See, yeah, that's kind of how I am.
I have no, because we smell you when you come in. I can always tell.
That's my work perfume. That's my Baccarat Rouge.
I like Baccarat Rouge too.
Yeah, people say that all the time, and I'm like, is this bad or good? They'll say they can smell when I'm in the building.
Oh no, I just know when you're
But
here.
when you have someone tell you that, you're a little bit like
Ashley's here. Okay, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But Carolina
Herrera.
Good Girl, and I think I'm gonna start buying blush.
What's blush? What brand is that?
This is
Carolina. Okay, I'll have to go smell it. Y'all are all giving me a new list of things to smell. Okay, are you a reader? If so, favorite author?
I'm
genre?
a listener.
Are you like Audible books or podcasts more?
Audible.
Listen, and I'm not trying to step on toes, but I recently have so many times whenever I see people talking about how they read their books on Audible, you're not really reading, right? So like, are we actually calling that reading now? I feel like it's totally cheating. It's fine if you prefer to listen to Audible, but I think at that point, you're not reading a book. You're listening to a book, right? So it's funny though, because I've seen people go back and forth on like TikTok about that, where it's like still reading. No, it literally isn't. You're not reading.
But you get the information.
Yeah. I think it's fine, but I just don't think it's reading, right?
I mean, because I'm gonna put the book down. If I'm listening and pulling, I'm getting a lot of that book in.
And is it so? My question is it the same? The part that would be hard for me, I think, is I almost, when I'm reading a book, can like hear it from his side or her side or whatever. But when you're reading and you've got that one narrator, does that make it harder to keep up with who's talking and whose brain you're in at that moment? That's what I can't understand about Audible is I feel like when I'm reading a book, sometimes it's what they're thinking. Sometimes it's what they're saying. Is it easy to decipher that when you're hearing
I'm
it?
not going to finish it if you give me a book.
But I know, but on Audible, like, do you know what's going on all the time or is it kind of...
I do.
Maybe
I couldn't. Don't give me a book.
Maybe I'll try it sometime. Okay.
It's real, and you can get through it, and then you can, back it up a little bit. And read
They have to have a
it
good
and-
voice probably, though. Maybe if Matthew
Yes,
McConaughey
now if you
reads
have a
it.
good voice, but don't bore me because I will.
Or
cut it
Morgan Freeman, if he was reading it, maybe I would listen to that. Okay. Beach or mountains?
Beach, But if somebody takes me on a rendezvous, I would say probably mountain, no beach.
You're not turning down the mountains. I'll go wherever you want me to go.
Where we going?
But okay, road trip or airplane?
Airplane.
Binge a TV series or a movie? Thank God, you're
Movie.
the only one going on an airplane with me.
Movie. I mean, I don't have enough time to binge a series.
Well, it's because you're trying to work all the time.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, if you could have a dinner with anyone, past, present, or future, who would it be?
My father.
Me too. Okay, one fun fact about you. Something cool, something we don't know.
You don't know. Wow. Okay. I try to stay positive 95% of the time.
The other 5, you're like, let it go. Like,
I mean,
let
if
it,
somebody
let her,
pushed
let her
me,
rip.
yeah, if somebody pushed me, so now you'll see that 5%.
You hold that 5% in the back pocket,
and it's
just
not
in
good.
case.
But yeah, I try to stay positive 95.
I love that. That's going to be money thing. Listen, you're in the 5%, man. I'm sorry. Like, somebody had to fall into the 5% today. It's you. Poor James probably falls into the 5% majority of the time, but that's so funny. Okay, anything else you want to tell us?
Let's see. I love being by myself.
That's a very good thing. I feel like which is funny because, and 2 people here have talked about how much they love being around other people and they need other people. And Kim always talks about how after she had Holden, she had to get back to work because she needs people to feel, which is good too in its own regard. But I do think, and I'm actually very similar to you, I like alone time. Like, I cannot tell you, and it's so funny. In my younger years, and if you're watching this and you're young, I feel like that's a good life lesson that when you're younger, you feel like it's not okay to want to be by yourself.
Right.
I'd be embarrassed if I wanted to go to a movie or go have lunch somewhere or like sit somewhere. If I didn't have someone to go with me, I would not go. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I remember so many times where I just wouldn't go somewhere because it was just going to be me. And then I'd be like, people will look at me or they're going to think I'm a weirdo or whatever. And so I wouldn't do it. And it's funny now, I'm like fine with it. I will go to a movie alone. I have many times. I just went yesterday morning and ate breakfast by myself. I do it all the time. I'll go and I'll read and I'll sit there and I'll eat somewhere. I mean, I would totally in a minute go on a trip by myself.
Yes.
I love having time by myself. I am an entertaining person. So are you. You know what I mean? Like, I am fine. I can keep myself content. So I think that's good. That's important.
Yep, I love it.
So you don't want a bunch of roommates then? No. Okay. All right. Thanks, LaDonna. All right, guys. It's time. The lady behind the camera, Rocky, is with us. Hello, Rocky. All right. So Rocky's normally behind the camera doing the podcast, and she is still producing, but from this chair. So thank you not only for doing this right now, but for getting all of this set up. That's one thing that's really cool about Rocky is she knows how to do all these fun things. So whenever I sit there and have some wild hair of an idea, she's like, okay, I can do that. And she figures out how to do all of it. Because y'all know, I don't know a dang thing about any of it. Okay, so how did we even, I don't even know how we got you. How did we get you? How did we find you? Or how did you find us?
I actually saw Caroline post
Okay.
in Tanglewood.
Oh, and the mom. So we have a Fort Worth group. It's called a mom's group, but really it's just
Women.
a women. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's grown, I think, so much into just kind of a women's group. So I know Caroline would go in there and post because technically you're not supposed to do job posting. So Caroline would slyly sneak something in there, and we found you from it. I'm really glad. So when Rocky first came on, it was essentially like it was going to specifically be that she was going to be helping in the content room. And we kind of were like, okay, steaming and doing other things.
Basically an Alexa.
Yeah. And then as we found her talents, we were like, come over here. So now she's doing a lot for Instagram and stories. And she also is a photographer. So she has done amazing pictures for us and editing the pictures. Add to that now podcast and the list goes on. So we're really thankful she's able to help us a lot on the content and marketing side, which has been really fun and nice. Okay, you know the gist of this. So I'm going to go through and ask you some seriously hard-hitting questions, and you're going to answer them without fully thinking it through, even though you watched everyone else do this. So you've probably already been planning what your answers will be. So maybe I'll go out of order and mix it up for you.
Okay.
So do you read? Favorite book, favorite author?
Yes, I do read. I read everything and anything. I like theology. I like historical fiction. I like fantasy. I like sci-fi. I like Christian fiction. I like all kinds of things right now.
So basically, like every genre that I don't read.
Yes. It's so funny because I feel like you and I are always so similar and opposites in like almost everything, and it cracks me up all the time.
That's so funny. Okay. So along those same lines, then let's go beach or mountains.
Neither, but if I had to pick mountains,
Yeah, I was gonna say she'll go opposite of me.
yeah, like neither. If I had to pick, it'd be plains. Like there's just
The
something
plains.
like Texas plains. Like there's just something about just looking out into the field and it's like you see like nothing else.
Have you been to Lubbock?
Uh-uh.
That would be the perfect place for you. I know it's so funny, guys. We were in 30A and I felt so bad because the days that she was there, she wasn't there the whole trip. And the days she was there wasn't whenever we were just taking a break and going to the beach. And I was like, I feel so bad you're not going to the beach. She was like, I don't want to go to the beach. And I'm like, oh, well, then that worked out really well. Okay. Okay. Road trip or plane trip?
Road trip.
All the road trippers up in here.
I hate planes. I literally
Like you're scared of them?
yeah, I cry every time, but I fly all the
Really?
time. So
I didn't know that. Okay. On a road trip, are you the type that likes to like stop and go to different places throughout the way, or you want to
no,
get there?
book it real quick.
Yeah.
I hold it.
That's James. He gets so irritated. And I'm like, "Oh, it's fine. We'll get there eventually." That's why we don't road trip because he would be like, no, we're going. We're getting there. TV series to binge, movie. What is your choice?
I like movies if it's in the movie theater. It's my
Same.
favorite.
Let's
I
go to the
love.
movies.
I literally take my sister. We literally go to like the 11 o'clock movies during the week.
Yeah, matinee prices. I love the
Yep,
movies.
love going to the movies, but I prefer binging TV shows.
What's your favorite one or recent one or whatever?
I do love. I like historical fiction. Like I love Bridgerton. I love like
Did you watch
love-
Queen Charlotte?
Yes, I
I
love
love-
Queen Charlotte. I love like Vikings. I love The Last Kingdom.
That's why you go to these like medieval time festivals.
Yes.
Do you eat at medieval times also?
No, I don't.
Have you ever been there?
Yes, I have.
We just went for her Harrison's birthday, and the
Their
kids thought it
chicken's
was
dry.
No, I thought it was good.
It's dry.
I was actually impressed by the whole meal. I went into it thinking this is not going to taste good, and it was actually pretty good. Okay, favorite concert, been to or want to go to?
I've hardly been. I'm not a huge
Music person?
crowd person in general. I'm very drained around a lot of people. So I have been to two, but probably my favorite out of those was Carrie Underwood.
She's so good. Her legs, otherworldly. Okay, dream car.
Not one specifically, but a truck. Any truck.
You like trucks.
It has to be a sibling thing because my one goal in life is just to one up my brother, and my brother has a truck. So any truck bigger than his.
So if he gets like a F-150, you want an F-350,
Correct.
basically?
Yes.
Okay, so favorite movie. You said you love going to the movies, so that should be a easy one.
You're gonna laugh at me.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Is it Lord of the Rings or Star Trek or something?
Dukes of Hazzard.
I've never even seen it.
Good.
Obviously, I know what it is, but I've never seen it.
If you know what it is, you know.
Then why is that your favorite? Isn't that kind of old school for you? You're a baby.
Not really. I like the newer one, the 2005,
Oh, I didn't know there was a new one.
2008 one.
Who's the Daisy Duke girl in the new one?
It's Jessica Simpson, and
Uh,
it has Burt
I-
Reynolds.
I
and
do
it
remember
has,
her doing that.
Willie Nelson in it.
That's a good cast. I don't think I ever saw it, but that is a good cast.
I love it.
I'm not laughing at that. Okay, favorite perfume, or do you have a favorite perfume?
I only have one. It's Cowboy by Ranger Station.
I have not heard of that. And what's funny is I would never picture you wearing something called cowboy because you're totally not a
I
cowgirl.
wear it all the time.
But you're not a cowgirl, I'm saying.
Okay, see.
So it's not a
I'm
Western
not-
smell.
You just don't know a lot about me.
So you secretly are a cowgirl?
So, well, no, I mean,
Do you ride horses?
I don't ride horses. It's just I'm that vibe. Like I wore my cowboy boots every single day in high school and
What?
college.
You're totally a Birkenstock girl now. You're like boho.
Well, like here, it's just awkward. Like literally the
Wearing
weekends,
cowboy
I
boots?
have my boots like everywhere but here. Like when I get home and I go to church, I'm gonna put on my boots.
That'd be uncomfortable here for 8 hours.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, they're really comfortable, but it's just be awkward.
Why would it be awkward? We don't care if you're in cowgirl boots.
I know. It's just I'm like on the floor. I'm steaming. I'm just.
Yeah, see, so let me come
Yeah.
Okay, so do you wear like roper jeans?
No.
So you wear like regular jeans with cowgirl boots. I want to see some pics. I bet it's cute.
I don't take a lot of pictures of myself.
Well, come on. See, it's like the pool person saying they don't have a pool, the painter saying that they haven't repainted their house, and the photographer doesn't have pictures of herself.
Yep.
That's how it always turns out. Okay, so along with the fact that I just found out a fun fact that you wear cowboy boots all the time, tell me another fun fact about you.
My mother gave me her middle name.
So you have the same middle name
Mm-hmm.
that she has. Did her mother have it too? Or she started it there?
Nope.
So if you have a girl, will you pass it down?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's cute. Are we allowed to know what it is?
Yeah, it's Sharon.
Sharon. Yeah, I
See, a
think.
lot of people don't even know my first name, so that's what's funny.
Yeah, y'all probably do know now though because now you comment on things in the
Post
group
all the time.
But I didn't even know. And then one day I was telling her that one day she commented on something in the group almost as if like an employee, like she knew. And I'm like, why is this customer acting like they know? And then I looked and Rocky is Raquel. So which did she name you after Raquel Welch?
No, I get that question all the time.
Because that's
though.
like the famous Raquel.
Yes, so Raquel is actually Spanish for Rachel, and my mom named me after Rachel and Jacob from the Bible. And my brother's name is Abel from Abel and Cain.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
I don't know if I even knew his name was Abel. Okay. Okay, so where see I went off my order to try to trick you and now I tricked myself. Okay, favorite color.
Hunter green,
Oh, very specific. Kind of like this or darker?
darker.
Okay. Favorite food. Oh, this is another area that we are
It's gonna be weird, but fruit. I love fruit.
not only does she like fruit, she likes some kind of drink liquid cup fruit thing.
Yeah, it's a rusa. It's just like Sprite with fruit.
I've never even seen it before. And it's like didn't it have like seasoning on it or something?
Yeah, it has tahine and chamoy, which is like a sugary chili seasoning on it for fruit.
Here's one thing that I have found with Rocky or just with anyone that's actually kind of cool if you think about it. There are a lot of people in this world. And sometimes you have people that you're the same. You know, like even Katie and I, we're different, but we were raised together. So it's like we have a lot of the same likes. You know what I mean? It's like we're going to eat the same meals a lot of the time, like all that kind of stuff. And then you go and you meet somebody like Rocky who is night and day. Like we go out to eat, the things that she'll order, the things that she'll eat or not eat, all of those things. It's so funny how it's totally different. And you're like, I never even thought about ordering that item or something. And then that's the side of the menu you're looking at, which she's looking at the much healthier side of the menu than I'm looking at. Let's be clear. But it's so funny because we'll go somewhere and I'm like, wait, you want the what? Okay, favorite drink.
Coffee, coffee, coffee. I drink 3 a day, every day.
Decaf, calf, black,
caffeine.
creamer.
Caffeine. I like it. I prefer creamer over sugar. I like a good strong.
You drink 3 cups a day?
Yes.
So I assume Starbucks over Sonic.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
Okay, what are you getting at Starbucks? Oh, not even 100%, 1,000%.
1000%. Yes. Just honestly, I just get an iced coffee most of the time. I don't do hot anything, which I think you kind of found out too.
But you just said you like, oh, so you don't even, your 3 coffees a day are cold.
Iced coffees. I don't even like, I'm very sensitive to hot temperatures. So like, I don't even eat hot soup. I wait for it to be room temp or I literally stick it in the fridge. Like, I don't mind eating cold chicken. Like, I hate.
What about like pizza or
I
something?
don't like pizza.
At all?
Nope.
No pizza.
No pizza.
And you don't eat any desserts really at all.
I do sometimes.
Is that a like health conscious thing or is that a you actually just don't enjoy the taste of it?
You don't understand this because you eat it all the time. But there comes a point when you just don't eat sweets for a decent amount of time where it's just not appealing.
Oh
to
no,
you.
I've done that too. Whenever I first went through the weight loss thing, the more you don't eat it, it almost is too sweet and too sugary. Even still,
That's why I like fruit.
well, that's kind of sugary though. Maybe not compared to like nothing but
Frosted Flakes.
cakes.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, frosted flakes. That's not a sweet.
That is all sugar. That
See,
is
and
1000%
and that's
sugar.
my problem, y'all. And that's why I'm never gonna be a size 2 like in life because I don't think of that as a sweet at all. I'm like, it's cereal, it doesn't count. Okay, but pre-Ashley weight loss, I loved Cheesecake Factory red velvet cheesecake. That was my favorite
I
dessert.
hate red velvet. That
Not
is
me.
the worst flavor in the world.
What? Anyways, so that was like my favorite dessert ever. And it's so funny because ever since when I first started the weight loss shot and all that, and I lost all the weight, even now, the thought of it is so rich that I'm like, my stomach hurts thinking about eating it. Like I would never be able to even take a bite and eat that anymore. And I still am not like, now that I've gone so long without having sweets very often, I definitely like if we had cookies come up here, I would not be able to eat a whole cookie or something like I used to, but I'd still want to go get a little bite. But you have no problem just being like, nope, like we'll order desserts or we'll have something up here and she doesn't even go look at it. I gotta just kind of graze by the table and just like see what I'm missing out on and just see if I maybe
See,
want to
but we
buy.
don't even like buy sweets. Like you won't find sweets in my household.
So it's just not even a temptation or
Yeah.
something that you want. That's what I need to do. Gosh, my kids are obsessed. It's a
Yes.
problem. Okay, if you could have dinner with anyone, past, present, or future, who would it be?
My grandma.
That's a good one. Okay, so tell us one fun fact about you, which I know what I'm hoping that you talk about, but maybe you want to know. We'll see about the BB. But tell us your little
Yes.
toddler
I
baby.
have I have a nephew and I have a niece who I adore to death.
And
They
she
are-
goes baby talking mode, and it's so not Rocky. And y'all, we were in 30A, and she was on FaceTime, and I'm back in the room getting ready, and like Kim was getting ready or something, and Sarah, and we all of a sudden we hear this, and I'm like, who is that? What is that? Because that is just not Rocky with us. I mean, obviously, why would she baby talk with us? But I'm just saying, you wouldn't picture her as somebody who would be the like, come show me, and she did it, and it was the cutest thing. I'm like peeking around the corner watching her FaceTime.
Yeah, they are literally my life. They are my world. Like,
And so, how old are they?
the oldest he'll turn 2 in July, so he's almost.
Which is such a fun age.
Oh, he is so much fun. It's so much
It's a fun age and a scary age. I feel like when they're in that phase, you're like, please don't go fall off a step. Please don't go anywhere near a pool. Please don't, you have all those things that you're so terrified of. But then it's also when they're discovering everything and their little voice is so cute and they want to snuggle all the
I
time.
don't mind it. I mean, if he falls off the bed, I'm like, I'm falling off with you. I mean, he has so much, and I mean, he's a little riot. I mean, he's just gotta. I just let him go and learn. So.
And then she's a baby.
Yeah, my niece she's almost a year.
So what do they call you?
Well, that's the hard part.
Do you have an auntie like name or?
So in Spanish, it's Thea. And so that's what I call myself, and that's what my family calls me. It's your Thea. But he won't say it. And I've heard him say it, but he won't say it when he knows I'm around.
I wonder why.
I don't know. And then my family
He's
calls
playing hard
me
to get.
Kel. My family
Oh, like
calls me-
Raquel.
Yes. So like nobody actually uses my first name ever. It's always Kel or Rocky. And so he knows how to say Kel as well, but he won't say it either. So
Because he hears everybody else
I
calling you
guess so.
that.
He thinks it's the funniest thing when I get so upset.
Uh.
And so recently this week he's been calling me Ata.
Like he just made that up?
He just made it up.
That's cute though. It's kind of like grandparent names when they come up with something cute. I think that's fun. Like I remember my mom was like trying to plan hers and she's like, what's it going to be? And what's it going to be? And she was going to be Grammy and she had it all set that she wanted to be Grammy. And then Katie's oldest Presley randomly called her Ninny. And so her name is Ninny. And I'm like, listen, the kid gets to decide.
Yeah, I walk through the
That's
doors
cute.
and he comes running. He goes, Ata, Ata,
Oh, see, so
Ata.
he has a name. That's cute then. Okay. Well, anything else you want to share with us?
Oh, that's about it.
Okay, maybe we'll have more with me and Rocky down the line because she's the one that oversees this entire operation. So thank you. All right, guys. So that was really fun. I'm so thankful for everybody who is willing to come in and do that with us. We sent out a message a few days ago in our kind of messaging app, and we were like, who wants to come and do this? And so it was fun seeing different people come in. That was probably a third of our overall staff. We have a lot of different people here who come in different shifts, different days, and different amount of hours a week. So we have some people that maybe work one day a week. We have some people that are over 40 hours a week. It just kind of varies based on the person and their role. But as I said a few times in this episode, we have such a good, solid staff right now. I'm really thankful for everybody that is here for sure. I think as a business owner, the most important things to keep in mind is delegating and bringing in the right people. And that was a big decision that I made whenever I decided to move Stevie up in the role that she is in. And I had decided to do that before we moved here, honestly, when we were still living in Lubbock and I was a big part of the day-to-day and I was still running the show in the warehouse. I was doing all of the hiring and, handling all of those things, the payroll, the day-to-day of if a customer had a question and making sure the packages went out. And, there's so many little things that will pop up. FedEx needs to reach out for something or a vendor reaching out for something, it was usually me that all those things would go to. I had people working for me in Lubbock that were doing customer service individually or that were packing those orders. but it was me that would then have to go, check the status. Did we get everything shipped out that day? All of that kind of stuff. And I knew whenever we moved here that in order to grow, I was going to need to be able to move past doing that day to day so that I could focus on the buying and the selling. And so that was a big conversation I had with Stevie before we moved of, hey, I'm not going to be up there every day. I'm not going to be as involved in that day-to-day operation of fulfilling the orders and getting in that inventory and things of that nature. Is that something you want to do? And I think that's such a big part of it, because one thing that is hard when you're a business owner is every dollar that you give to somebody else is a dollar that you take out of your own pocket. I could go in and be like, okay, I'm only going to have 5 people and I'll just pay them extra and they'll just work like crazy. And then that's more money that I get to keep, because at the end of the day, after you've paid your vendors and you've paid your bills and you've paid your payroll, that's where you find out what you get at the end, essentially. And so every time we bring on another person or somebody gets a raise or whatever may happen, that's coming directly from me. But at the same time, I think it's so important. And I think that's where I've seen a lot of, especially boutique owners, because so many of us are women, so many of us are coming out of other industries. A big thing that I've noticed in some of the groups that I'm in on Facebook, people will post and say, I'm not to the point where I can hire anyone. I'm not to where I can have anybody else come on, but I don't have the time, or I'm trying to work my real day-to-day job and I'm trying to grow this or whatever it might be. And that's the most important, I think, tip that I can give is take that money out of your own pocket and put it in somebody else's, because that's the only way you're going to grow. You can only go on for so long doing so much yourself. It's inevitable. One person can only do so much. And I have definitely found year by year that the more, you could look at it either way. Some people may say the more their sales grew, the more their payroll grew. I like to look at it the other way. I think the more that my payroll grows, the more that my sales grow. And so for me, I would rather make sure that we've got a good, solid team that is enjoying where they are and enjoying their job. And then I feel like we end up seeing the fruits of our labor from that. And we see a lot of growth throughout the company as a whole. And it allows me to do the things that I really want to do. So all the people that you saw here today and all the people that you didn't see play a really big role in what makes this, truck go, and make sure that everything can happen, because you guys see the lives, you guys see just that fun side on social media, but you don't see all the things that it takes to prep for all of these things and all of the work that it takes to not only design our customs, but to go to markets and to do FaceTimes and Zooms and pick the inventory. And then once it gets here, there's a whole path that it has to take from when it hits the door till it gets to your door. So it's really, there's a process and there's a lot that goes into it. And it does take a lot of delegating and a lot of trust, and really just creating the right team for that. And I'm so thankful that we have it. So thanks for popping in and seeing a couple of our sweet faces.
Hi, everybody. Happy birthday to us.